So we're going to start the ivy house today. If you look real close under all that ivy, you can see two condensing units. Both of them are from 1983, and I don't know how they've been running, but I did turn one of them on yesterday. I stopped by here just to get another look and see what I had to have, and it just hummed, so neither one of them's working. So I'm going to get the refrigerant out of them, cut them loose. Or I'm actually going to leave them sitting here till they get all this ivy cleaned up, so I don't have to mess with the ivy while I'm setting my new outdoor units. I don't know how easy that is to see, but I'm thinking, what the hell did I get myself into? So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to rip this one out, and I'll rip the downstairs out, and hopefully at least get the upstairs set in place. The nice part about doing this job is I don't have to worry about messing something up. This house is going to get renovated, so if I scratch a wall, it doesn't really matter. Of course, I'm going to try not to scratch a wall, but everything's getting fixed. New carpet. Boy, look at this filter. That is bad. That is bad. I wish there was a date on it, but no date. Look at that. That's a couple of years. I'm glad this stuff lasted from 1983, but I'm getting ready to change some stuff up. Furnace getting ripped out, new one getting put in. You know, not much more to say about it than that. It's kind of dark, so I'm gonna start ripping it out. That was some yummy stuff that came out of the drain line. PVC right here. Stuck down in that pump. Anyway, this is something cool. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it. So those two drain lines, well, one of them is the emergency drain and one of them is the primary drain, and they're both tied in together, run across here, come across the ceiling, down. It did tee in right there at the at that coil, teed together, went down, went into the same pump. No float switch. So we're going to change that. I'm just going to run that drain outside and then pump this one out. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. Alright, let's look at this together. Ready? Let's see what it looks like. Huh. Not really that bad, but sure was a lot of oil left in there. So, I mean, wonder what the blower wood looks like. Yeah, it's dirty. So that's why there was oil. Not enough airflow across there. Wow. Well, like I said, it's not really that bad. Could be worse. Well, I would say this furnace was pretty much done for. Look at that. Rust is just packed in there. Yeah, this one's done. They definitely got the money's worth. You know, and I even turned this furnace over. want to show you these cool return air boxes I get from the supply house. They're all pre-made, Pittsburghs on them, you know, and then you just got a filter rack inside there. But yeah, they're pretty good. I like the part where I don't have to put it together. Sorry, it comes pre-built and fairly inexpensive. Got the furnace set in place. Return box there. I really like those return boxes. Coil set in place. Building my transition. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the return over there, that 8. Probably take it off, 90 over, and then 90 down, and 90 into the return box there. Of course, we got to run a new dryer vent. It goes up, across, and look, it's got holes in it. Look at all the leaves and pine straw and all the other stuff. The ivy's probably growing in there, but pretty bad. So they're going to get a new dryer vent. I'm probably going to move it over, you know, come across that joist space there, run it down, or run it across down the wall, and then that way to get away from the air conditioners, because they're right outside of the wall there. And then I'll take that drain line from the upstairs, take it outside. So I'm going to finish up on the transition and then work on my returns, get it wired up. I won't do the gas now. I'll go upstairs and work on that furnace, and then go work on the outdoor units. Well, you can see them now with a little help from the shovel and the machete and a little bit of pulling. I'm getting ready to cut them loose and see what I can't do to level out the pads, and I'll probably set them up on blocks and then set a new pad on top of them. Sure looks a lot different. Well, the units are set now. I did use risers. It looks like I only used 3 risers there, but actually I used all 4. I used 4. It's just the way the pan is made. I had to set the front one back a little bit, but there's actually 4 of them under there. So I'm doing the new whip, new wires. I'm leaving the disconnects because there's nothing wrong with them. You know, if they look burnt or anything, I'd change them, but they're not. So I'm gonna leave them. And got rid of the old pads, leveled up the new pads, and the new owner said he was gonna get rid of all this ivy. He's gonna kill it off. I hope he does. I'd hate to see these new units get buried in ivy like the old ones. That was pretty bad. Just a little update on the project so far. I'm up in the attic, as you can tell. The old system was about 10 foot long. That's where the old evaporator was, right there, and it stretched out all the way that way. I was able to just put a 90 and a start collar on that duct over there. Same thing with that return duct over there, and put a new return box on with a filter. As you can see, the little handle there. The old system, filter came out the top, which was cool because you see the gas line right there. I'm gonna have to attach it to the side so the filter will come out. But I had to make that transition right there, had to make that transition right there, and of course hang my slab coil. I was going to use a multi-position ICP coil, but man, it was pretty expensive, so I just went with a slab coil. That's what was here before. It lasted 28 years, I guess, or well, from 1983. So, you know, it lasted a long time. So there you go, just a little update on the house, a little job. I'm just gonna tie in my low voltage, my electrical, see where it comes through the floor right there. I gotta open that little hole up because it's crushing the wire, or pinching the wire. Put a little box down there, and then run a piece of BX to the junction box in the furnace, and turn my gas pipe, run a gas pipe out. I'm just going to use a piece of flex connector. It'll be fine. I'm going to wait to do the returns till after I finish everything else up. There's my strips of insulation for the 90s. I'm tired of wrapping duct right this minute. It's my kryptonite. I guess you would say. I hate doing it, but it's part of the job. So, you know, what are you going to do? It's never going to go away. Especially when you're in an attic. Never go away. Alright, well the upstairs is pretty much done. I just got to go open the valves on the unit. Start it up. Said made that transition there. Made that transition there. Of course the flue. I redid the drain, or reran the drain. It did come all the way out here, and then it went right here to those two nails right there, and then back that way. So I came out a little bit so I can hit that 2x4 the gas guy left, so I could strap it to there, so I would have a good fall going down outside. So redid the gas line. The electrical, whoever laid this piece of plywood down right here, laid it right on top of the wire, and the wire was just sticking out. Same thing, I don't know if you can see right there where my finger is. Right there, that wire was, the board was laying on that wire too, so I broke it up. And I put a metal box there and then ran up with BX inside the unit. But that's pretty much it down here, or up here in the attic. So now I'm going to go downstairs, hook the drain up downstairs, and run it outside, open the valves on the units, and then do the gas line on the basement furnace, and do the low voltage on it, and I'll be actually ready to start that one up too. So here's the finished product in the basement. Of course, the new furnace, new coil. I had to make a transition from the old supply plenum down to the new coil. I rerouted the electrical. It was down there, and I ran some new BX across, and then up and into the new box. Redid the gas line. The original furnace had a gas flex that went from here across the front of the furnace and around there. So as you see, I used all hard pipe, black pipe. Came out, went down, 90'd, 90'd again, drip leg down there, and then up. And of course, the pre-built box that I bought, filter. Takes both hands to do, but I'll put that one in a minute. It's kind of tight. Of course, new pump. Over here, if you remember, that's the, I don't know if you can see the second pipe there, the emergency drain from the upstairs system. They were tied together. I came down, 45'd it. If you remember from one of my previous videos where it was 90'd out the wall, and it was kind of angled down a little bit, or angled up. It had all that stuff inside of it. Well, there you go, 45 out. I still got to come back and do the dryer vent, and when I do, I'll put a line set covers on the outdoor units. But that's pretty much it. Of course, it hard pipe over there, tied into it with a hard pipe and brought it down. Hard pipe. So yeah, that's it. And it looks a lot better than what it did. Well, anything was an improvement over that furnace that had a cracked heat exchanger in it. So, alright, thanks for watching, and I'll try to start doing some more videos. We'll see.